Hey, it's you all again. Welcome back. Thanks for watching. And you remember last time we talked, came up with a list of the top five defenders in this game currently. And if you got any questions, comments, or anything, just feel free to leave them down below. We can talk about it. But in this time, we're going to be talking about the top five DPS hero in this game. Let me get my throat clear for this. All right. So. Before we jump into the top five, we got some, bring up some honorable mentions here. Um, the hero that are good or used to be good until they nerfed the crap out of them, and they're still good, but not that good anymore. First one you notice is Hadrian. Um, he is used to be the top arena king before all these other hero comes out, but he used to be there. He was really good, but they nerfed the crap out of him a couple times. So, and that's the end of that. So he's still good, but not as good as he used to be. The other one that's also worth mentioning that kind of uh, I have to say is Python. He is actually a very decent DPS hero too in the back. He actually can dealt quite a bit of damages in the long run. So yeah, I have I remember running him a couple times in the arena, and there were times that he kicked my butt. But you don't really, as you go up in high arena, you don't see him being used anymore, and for obvious reason because they most people have better heroes nowadays. But he is definitely a good one to have at the beginning. Coming up with this list is actually really tough in my opinion. It's because there's just quite a bit of good heroes out there, and it just breaks my heart to pick some over the others. But here are what I think are good currently in game. Um, the number five spot will goes to Nyx. She used to be really good, almost legendary, pretty much like legendary status good. Except she got nerfed, of course. Any hero that gets that good, boom, nerf. So she actually her abilities has been dumped down a little bit. It used to be a lot longer. It used to last 12 seconds, 6 seconds. And, 6 seconds is nothing. It used to last like 8, 10, 12 seconds, stuff like that, which is insane. Because she debuffed the heroes and she just destroys them. So she's actually really one of my favorite heroes to start with in the game, and I loved her for a long time. She was really good. She saved my butt many times. But now these days, she is not as popular anymore. She's still pretty useful. A lot of people still use them, especially newer players that don't have better DPS. She is definitely the go-to one. Um, but right now, she is on my secondary team as well. She's no longer on my main team, but still phenomenal. Definitely a must-have for alternative teams, basically. Any not probably not on your primary. You have really good ones, but your secondary or even third team. So that number five. At number four, this is a little tough one. But I'm gonna say at number four, Chepeiden. That's he's at oh god, my there goes that lag. But he is decent. As a damage hero, he actually can put out chunks of damages and take up the hero pretty out pretty quick, especially if you use him along with this other guy here. If I can ever pull it up, um, Embrus here. Embrus here, you use him along with Trapedon or Nyx. He significantly boosts their attacks and is amazing. And I have gone up against team with Chepeiden numerous time, and he's you still see people use them, and because he is still pretty damn good. There were pretty close call on there are certain time pretty close call that they almost take out my whole entire team with this guy. So yeah, this guy at times does make my heart skip a beat a little bit. Okay, so that's number three. Wait, is that number three? No, that's number four. Oh my god, I keep getting ahead of myself. At number 3 now will be this dude right here. He is a he is a great DPS hero overall. I mean, you put him in the back, he can really tear that hero in front pretty bad. There are times where every time I see this guy, I'm like, damn it, I don't want to go up against him. But he does, if you room him correctly, my gosh, this guy is a beast. He's great DPS hero, and he's definitely you're probably gonna be seeing him in one of my main lineup if I ever get enough Astral Relic to have anything to make this guy any important. But he definitely deserves spot number 3. Does put out a great ton of damage, and I really like him, and it's a pain in the butt to go up against him for sure. And his ability, you can read it along, basically just saying how he does more damage, blah blah blah. But the one thing that makes this guy shine is just his DPS, straight up DPS. You don't even have to use his ability; just let him sit there and he'll take out the enemy or dealt tons of great damage to the enemy pretty quick. So that's number 3. At number 2 and number 1, this is actually really tough for me to pick. I love both of them, and I think they're on par when it comes to DPS. Why they do probably the same amount of DPS or very close to each other. However, we have to make a choice and pick one of the two to be at number 2 and one to be at number 1. So at number 2, we have one of my favorite heroes, Hiromi. She is a pain in the butt to kill. It's really good to have her on the team, but she's a pain in the butt if she's on the other team. Because man, oh man, her low shinobi thing, flying and hits all the hero in the back, 3 up to 3. My gosh, it's no joke. That one, you have basically any weak DPS hero in the back have very low health. She will wipe them out before you even know it. And she does a crap ton of damage. It's insane how much damage she put out. So she blows my mind every time. I love her. She is actually my strongest hero that I have. So she definitely deserves spot number 2. And if you ruin her up with more and more damage, is amazing. See, she is a very I couldn't emphasize enough how good she is. To me, she's not a rare hero. To me, she's a legendary hero. So she deserves spots number 2. And the spot number 1, of course, goes to, you guys probably know it by now, the one guy that everybody had, the top players in this game, everybody have him, which I still yet to get. I want them, but I don't have him yet. Okay, if I can ever make it through my list, that would be great. Is this man right here, Raugo. He does so much damage, it's not even funny. He's one of the heroes that I have to kill early on in game, trying to get to him as soon as possible. Because if he stays alive long enough, he will wipe out my entire team. Because if you look at his abilities, he not only he attacks the enemy in front, like beat the heck out of them, but he also attacks all the other ones. He's kind of like Hiromi. He can attack all the other heroes too. And he does a lot of damage, which makes him really good. Now, what separate him from Hiromi? Because both of them, in terms of damage wise, they probably on par. They probably do the same amount of damage. But what separate him from Hiromi is that he has more health than Hiromi. Unfortunately, Hiromi is a great hero, but she does not have as much health. She does not stay alive as long as this guy can. So this guy, when at 5-star, he will have more health in general. He tends to stay alive a lot longer. So that's why spot number 1 goes to him. But other than that, I mean, both of them are really good heroes to have, and you will not regret upgrading any one of these hero. Hiromi and Raugo are probably your 2 top heroes to upgrade if you ever get them, because they will save your butt many times. But yeah, this one kind of took me a little while to think. I mean, we got some other good heroes in games, but DPS wise, they're not the best. I mean, Phoebe, she's good. Iola, she's good for long battles. Short battles, she's not the best. But Iola, she is probably one of the best hero for longer battles. Other ones, Matilda. Matilda, a lot of people have her and use her. She is actually she's only a rare hero. I mean, not a rare hero, just a regular hero. But however, she's very deadly. You equip her with the troops, lava troop. Yeah, those volcano man, volcano dudes. Do I even have them? I actually don't. You know why? Because I sold all of them. I don't really care for him. But you equip her with those lava troop because she put out magical damage, and that those troop actually also put out magical boost magical damage and increases critical hits. They will significantly boost her attacks up. And I have seen her ripped through enemy in arena many times. So she's definitely a good one to have for your secondary or third team. But I really like her as well. Unfortunately, I have not devoted much to her just because I don't have enough resources to keep to go around. But I need to do use to have plenty other heroes to work on at the moment. Other one that's worth mentioning too is a Ku Tengu and oh wait, what the heck am I doing? Tengu and Sasuna. Her. They both Sasuna don't. She is great. She does good damages, but she dies way too quick. She cannot go heads on. She can only attack from the side. But even though she's a brawler, I feel like she doesn't do as much damage as she should have done as a brawler. And I think one of her abilities is actually bug as well because she's supposed to stun somebody. Oh, if I remember. Where in the world was that? I thought there was a part where she actually stunned her enemy. Yeah, see, if the enemy casts their active ability during this time, they will get stunned. But it doesn't seem like that ever happened, so I think that's a little bit bugged. But she is actually good. I like Tengu as well. Tengu is also one of my favorite heroes as well. Even though he doesn't do as much damage, nowhere near as Hiromi, but he's a decent hero to have. The only sad part is that he got nerfed at least 3 times, or a billion times. I mean, this guy, I feel bad for him. This is the only hero that has been nerfed so many times back to back. But he is actually a very decent hero to have around. He attacks every single hero on the opposite team. So definitely worth mentioning for sure. And even DPS wise, he's actually not bad. The only downside is that his health is terrible, very low health, and he'll die so much faster than anybody on the team. But yeah, that is about it, guys. Feel free to leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. And other than that, I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.